first, we get started with Jason Zastrow of the wrestling program. Absolutely. Jason Zastrow, our guest from Baldwin Wallace Wrestling. How are you?
Doing great, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations on another great season. Six titles now in 7 years, a couple in a row. You guys have pretty quickly here turned this into the premier power in conference play.
Yeah, it's been awesome, but it's our kids. They do all the work. They listen. They're willing to compete at a really, really high level and try to become the best that they can be. So it's a lot of fun to be around them and just take it one day at a time.
You know, we did talk with a couple of those guys the last couple weeks, and I appreciate that you say it's all the kids, but they were pretty quick to exude some gratitude for both you and for Coach Gibbs and the way that you guys have built this program. What are you most proud of with a program that is consistently not just competing at a high level in this region and in this conference, but showing up really nicely on the national level?
Yeah, just our kids. I mean, they're awesome kids. They do so many things at a high level. It's not just wrestling. They're good people. They're good students. They're going to be great people moving forward, and they're awesome to be around. It makes my job, my life a whole lot better when I enjoy what I'm doing, and these guys are what it's all about.
Why is Jamie Gibbs the perfect guy to run a program that has had all this success?
He's a man. He for one, he just allows me to be me, but he does such a great job of managing all of our guys, all of our coaches, and just helping us all become the best that we can be. And if we're all functioning at a high level, our kids got opportunities to do some things that are really, really special. And it's just fun to be a part of. And he's done an amazing job. He's changed the program. He's changed the culture. He's changed just the attitude and made wrestling important. And that doesn't happen everywhere.
I think it's really cool how a lot of the other sports have embraced the wrestling program. Success breeds success, and I think we're fortunate at BW that there are a lot of teams that are achieving at a fairly high level this year. And certainly you guys right now are the pace setters as the number 5 team in the country. But it's fun for me, and I think for a lot of other people, to see the way that some of the other students rally around your student athletes. I'm just curious your perception of that support.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, why can't we all be the best team in the country? Like, the more women's basketball hopefully continues down this road this week, men's basketball go win another conference championship, and football's doing well, and swimming. And we're just going to find more athletes and keep building. And it takes an army to win championships. It doesn't matter what it is. So it's not easy. It's a lot of fun to be a part of, and just having people that want to be involved is the best part.
So you've got the unique perspective of having been a head coach and run your own program and being able to kind of lean on that experience as the associate head coach here. And obviously it's working considering what you guys are doing as a program. What were some of the valuable lessons that you learned, when you were at the University of the Ozarks and kind of dipping your toe in the head coaching water?
Man, it was different there. It was a brand new program, so we're starting from scratch in small town Arkansas that didn't understand wrestling, and just understanding the day-to-day process and trying to find small gains and enjoying those throughout the process. I wasn't very good at it. Pretty terrible at it, actually. And but looking back, it's helped me grow a lot and understand, like, if we continue to get better on a daily basis, we're going to have an opportunity to do some special things, and our guys can accomplish their goals. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about, is helping them accomplish everything they want. And, maybe I've become a little bit more patient. Not sure if that's true either. But, it was a great experience. It's helped a ton, just having to do it all by myself, and now being able to take some things off coach's plate's been helpful too, I think, hopefully for them, and but it's about the kids and just the relationships with them.
How about just culturally? I mean, I imagine you probably at least sometimes reflect on your stop even prior to the University of the Ozarks when you were at Wartburg and at Central. I mean, wrestling in Iowa is a big deal. There's a different culture there than there is in a lot of other places. But considering the level of success you guys keep achieving with 6 titles in 7 years, and a lot of guys, you've won the regional championship as a team, You got a lot of guys that compete in the national meet. I have to think that you have a pretty good feel for what a good culture in a program looks like.
Yeah, I think, it starts with the leader, and Coach Gibbs does an amazing job of talking about it every single day. It's not something we take for granted, and but our kids got to believe in it too, and they're the ones that are living it every single day and everything that they're doing. And the biggest thing is it goes well beyond just wrestling. Like wrestling's the easy part. If we get guys that can compete at a high level in school and become the best people they can be, they're gonna wrestle at a high level, and they're gonna have an opportunity to accomplish their goals.
You got a big weekend coming up with the NCAA Central Regional Championships. Those will be hosted up in Adrian, Michigan, and then in a couple weeks down in Cedar Rapids, Iowa for the national title meet. Why don't we start with the regional championship this weekend and just kind of run through the different weight classes and what you're most looking forward to seeing?
Yeah, I'm just excited for them all. It's been a while. It's it didn't get one last year, so just this year's been different. Just not taking anything for granted. 2 years ago I'd have said we're going to do this every single year and we're going to go make the most of it, but that's not reality anymore. So I'm just excited for each and every one of them to really just hopefully go out and put their best performance that they have to this point yet, and that's our goal. If we can get all 10 guys and competing at their best and being the best version of themselves, we're going to have an opportunity to do some special things as a group. But really just trying to take it one match at a time and help them along the way. So
I think that's a really pertinent point about you didn't have this last year. 2 years ago, everything came to a screeching halt. Right about now or a couple weeks from now will be the anniversary of that. How is that? This past couple of years, it's obviously forced you to change in a lot of ways, but how has it made you a better coach?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, we'd go to a tournament in November, and it was like, okay, well, let's figure out how we're going to get moved by this and be better on Monday or whatever. But, like, just having an opportunity to compete's fun, and took it for granted at times. And just understanding that there's no guarantees that this is going to be there with whatever's going on, and hopefully our guys are willing to compete every single time at their highest level and not letting an opportunity go to waste. And we talk about it all the time, and you never know when it's going to be done. Could be injury, could be COVID, it could be whatever it is. But take advantage of the opportunities you get and go put it on, dudes.
Let's talk about Jacob Decatur for a moment. We had a chance to visit with him a couple weeks ago, and gosh, you see an impressive young man. And for as much as we enjoyed talking to him and getting a feel for his journey and his story, he's pretty darn good on the mat. Guy's got a pretty good chance to win a national championship this year. What makes him such a special wrestler?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously very, very talented. He's done things at the highest level. He's willing to compete, and it's fun to be around. It's fun to be around guys that have done it and want to continue to see how great they can be. And that's the goal. Is let's see how great Jacob can be. Let's see how great Jaden can be, and everybody down the line. Like how great can you be and do it one match at a time and have fun doing it. And he's done an amazing job. It's fun when we get to go wrestle in a duel, and he's the first one to go out there, and you're going to have a guy that's going to go put a ton of energy, and whether he wins or loses, you're going to have a lot of energy going forward, and it kind of kicks everything off. And obviously he's had a ton of success, but you can't take anything for granted here moving forward. It's going to be one match at a time, and we're going to have elite focus, and hopefully we keep putting him closer to accomplishing his goals.
I know he's a big part of the leadership of your team, but assuming that things will continue to go nicely, he would be back next year. He's only a junior. A guy that may or may not be back next year is a senior, Stanley Blake. Also visited with him a couple of weeks ago, and he shared some of his thoughts on his senior class. But from a coaching staff, what do you most appreciate about this group of seniors? Yeah,
it's kind of a mix, right? We've got 3 guys that'll be wrestling this weekend in their 5th year, and had another guy come back, and then we've got the senior class that's in their 4th year. So it's they've been through a lot. They've been through a lot and been very resilient and continue to put themselves in positions to accomplish their goals. They didn't let what happened 2 years ago get taken away from them last year, and they've done a great job of being willing to be coached and try to figure out the best way for them to be successful. And they've accomplished a lot and really, really proud of them, but it's not done. Like they've got goals that they want to accomplish, and that's what we're here to help them for the next week, and hopefully we can continue to build on their legacy, because there's some guys in this group that have quite the legacy. They've done an amazing job, and they deserve everything they've gotten, but let's go get some more.
Before we let you go, let's maybe focus on the younger guys, right? Talked a bit about the upperclassmen. When you think about the future of this program, both the recruits that you have committed to help keep this thing going, and the guys who you're going to be leaning on heavily next year that are underclassmen now, they're going to need to kind of fill some of those spots. I assume you guys think the future of the program is bright, but can you shine a little light on that?
Yeah, we're excited, but I mean, maybe I'm just greedy. Maybe I'm just stuck in the moment, but it's hard for me to really worry about next year when we've got a lot ahead of us that our guys can still accomplish. Even these young guys that this is their first opportunity, maybe wrestling in a regional, and we've got young guys that are really hungry to be wrestling in regionals and making a name for themselves, you know. And we can get there in a couple weeks. I'm excited for them, right? Like, I'm excited for our young guys. I'm excited for our guys that aren't wrestling this week to continue to grow and get better, so they can put themselves in positions like regionals next year and down the road, so they can accomplish their goals. So, yeah, I think we probably really like our group, but I'm sure a lot of people do too. But I'm not ready to give one away yet.
I won't ask you to. Hey, man, look, it's been fun to watch you guys, not just this year, but achieve at such a high level, because I think it just brings the best out of everybody when you start seeing your peers achieving some really impressive things. And you guys are setting the bar pretty high right now. I wish you the best of luck in Michigan this weekend. I hope it's a great long couple of weeks here getting ready for nationals, and have a ton of fun.
I appreciate it, and want to wish basketball good luck tomorrow, and let's go win some trophies.
Looking forward to it. Jason Zastrow, Associate Head Coach for our wrestling program. Jackets again Friday and Saturday this coming weekend will be up at Adrian to compete in the Central Regional Championships. All right.